Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey friends, it is all things fall now. We are at the end of October and all the fall is happening. I'm loving it. I am ready for the holiday season. It's one of my most favorite times of the year. I did want to hop on here today and share with you some of my favorite fall recipes. I love a good roast in the fall. And so today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 of my favorite all-time roast recipes. Can be done in the crock pot. It can be done in the Instant Pot. These are so versatile and they're so flavorful. So let me share with you 3 of my favorite roast recipes. I would like to take this moment to thank ButcherBox for sponsoring this portion of the video. Friends, I know what you're thinking. Here's another ButcherBox ad, another ButcherBox promotion. You guys, they have something great going on and it's a very short time. So let me share with you what ButcherBox is offering you. Right now, ButcherBox is offering a special Thanksgiving promo. Between now and November 19th, new members will receive their choice of a whole turkey, which would be 10 to 14 pounds, a whole turkey breast, which would be 5 pounds boneless, or a spiral ham, which would be about 8 pounds. That's for first-time members who order their box between now and November 19th. That is a great deal. Wait, if you order this weekend between November 1st and November the 3rd, you get an extra $100 off. I just think that's an amazing deal. I could not wait to share that with you. So there's a link down in the description box below. Click it, get your first box, get some free meats for your holiday season, whether it be turkey or ham, and get $100 off. Like, that's amazing.
Celebrate the season with ButcherBox's Holiday Essentials. Get your choice of a free whole turkey, turkey breast, or a spiral ham with a new subscription. This is perfect for your Thanksgiving or holiday gatherings, and this offer provides high-quality, delicious options to make the meal unforgettable. With ButcherBox's delivery right to your front door, skip the crowded grocery stores and check main course off your holiday prep list. ButcherBox helps you focus on creating memories instead of stressing over the ingredients.
So now let's get to my 3 favorite roast recipes.
We're going to take our chuck roast and we're going to get it marinating overnight. The recipe that I'm following called for a 2-pound chuck roast. The smallest one I could find was 3 pounds, so I think it'll be fine though. So I'm going to start mixing up the marinade first. We need the juice of 3 oranges. These are pretty soft. I hope we get some good juice from those. And 2 limes. We're going to need half of this onion and 4 cloves of garlic. So let's get this marinade started. Okay, now we need to add some seasonings. We've got the orange juice, the lime juice, the onion, the cloves of garlic. Calls for 2 tablespoons of black pepper, 2 tablespoons of oregano, 1 tablespoon of cumin. Thyme leaves. It didn't say how many, so I'm just going to put a few shakes. And then it calls for white vinegar, 1/3 cup. Okay, I have that chuck roast in this casserole dish I'm going to use to marinate it overnight. So I'm going to pour this on top. So we have our roast marinated, or covered in the marinade. So here we go. Put it in the fridge overnight. We'll get it in the crock pot in the morning. Now I have my meat here in my crock pot. I'm going to be adding in some spices and juices and liquid to cook the meat in today. First thing that I'm going to be doing is the juice of an orange. Next, we're going to be adding some white wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons. We're going to do salt. I'm gonna do 2 really big pinches. Pepper. A big pinch. Gonna add in cumin. About a tablespoon. Oregano. There's a lot left on the meat from the marinade, so I'm just gonna sprinkle a little. Thyme, I'm gonna do the same. Then we're gonna add in a cup of water. You could use beef stock if you want. I didn't have any, I forgot it. So I'm just gonna use water. Then I'm gonna use some tongs to make sure that everything is mixed well. Get that meat tucked down in there. And the last thing we're gonna add is 2 or 3 bay leaves. Make sure and tuck those down in the liquid. I'm gonna put a lid on this and cook this on high for 4 hours. And then we're gonna be adding a sauce to this and cooking it a little bit longer. All right, here is what the barbacoa looks like after about 4 hours. I'm gonna get this beef out, get it shredded, and then we're gonna be making a sauce to put back in with the beef. The recipe I'm following, I need to use some more garlic, some more of this onion, a tomato, and I'm gonna be using an ingredient I've never used before. These guajillo chilies. So it said 10 of these. I don't know. All right, get the seeds out. That one didn't have a stem. Gonna kind of open it up, just make sure. There's one. Okay, here I have the tomato, the onion, the garlic, and those guajillo chili peppers. I'm gonna add 1 cup of water. I'm gonna bring this to a boil on the stove. So I brought the sauce mixture to a boil. We're gonna let that go for about 7 minutes. After about 7 minutes, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna transfer it to my little blender cup here. I hope it'll all fit. And then we're gonna blend it up. So here it is in my blender cup. Let's get this blended. Here's that sauce all blended up. Look how beautiful. All right. I'm gonna get this into our barbacoa. All right, here's the barbacoa. It still has a lot of liquid. So I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna pour this sauce in. This is gonna add tons of flavor. And let's give this a stir. All right, we're gonna let this go another 2 hours on high. So here is my taco. I just made this with the barbacoa. I put some salsa verde on the barbacoa. That's what a lot of people suggested. I've got finely diced onion and some fresh cilantro. Using this chuck roast that I got, this is about a 2.5 pound. And I'm going to go ahead and get this into the crock pot. It is my absolute favorite. It has tons of flavor. And so I'm excited to share this recipe with you today. So I'm going to put the chuck roast into the crock pot, and then we're going to be adding in some yummy seasonings. The first thing that I'm going to add in is a packet of ranch dressing. If you have the bigger container, just use enough.
that would be equivalent to the packet here. So I'm just going to sprinkle that all over the top of my roast. Next, I'm going to take a packet of this au jus gravy mix. I'm going to be sprinkling that on top of the roast as well. I'm going to make sure and get it evenly coated here. And then we're only going to need 2 more ingredients. Next, I'm going to take a whole stick of butter and I'm just going to be placing that right on top of the roast. The next part is the best part. I'm going to take these whole pepperoncinis. I am going to be putting about 8 to 10 of these in the crock pot with the roast. I'm just kind of placing those around the base of that roast. Oh my goodness, this adds so much flavor. This is what makes it so good and so delicious. And like I said, this is one of my absolute favorite, if not the absolute favorite, crock pot meals that I make all year long. After I have placed those pepperoncinis around the roast, I'm going to add a little bit of that juice. This is it. This is going to be so flavorful. So I'm going to add the lid to this. I'm going to set my crock pot to 8 to 10 hours on low. And so we'll come back, give this a taste at the end of the day. Here it has been 10 hours later, and this is what that roast looks like. You can see here how it just pulls apart. So I just shred it with 2 forks. We have tons of flavor. It smells amazing. We've got that yummy gravy in there. And so I'm going to be serving this on top of some mashed potatoes, but you could serve this on top of pasta, in a tortilla, over rice. It is so yummy. And you can see how gorgeous this looks once it has been shredded up. And here is what it looks like on my plate. In the crock pot, I'm going to use 2 bags of these little potatoes. They were on sale in my store for like 2 for something, 2 for $5 maybe. Anyway, going for convenience today. That's a lot of potatoes. Okay. Next, I'm going to add in some baby carrots. Probably not this whole bag. I'll leave some for snacking. All right. Now I'm going to cut up an onion and some celery. Okay, so I put some chunks of celery in there. I'm keeping this pretty chunky. I like it that way. I'll put that down in there. Maybe move some veggies around to get it down in there good. Okay. So I've got my roast tucked in there. Okay, all this filled up my crock pot. Probably should have used less potatoes, but it's gonna be fine. It'll cook down, right? So I'm gonna add 3 seasoning packets. I'm gonna start with an Italian seasoning. Going to sprinkle that all over the top. I've never tried this exact recipe. When I looked it up on Pinterest, they called it the best pot roast in the world. So we're gonna try it and see what we think. I'm gonna use a packet of ranch seasoning. Sprinkle that all over. Then we're putting in a packet of brown gravy mix. Some people use Lipton soup, onion soup. That's what I've done a lot in the past, but I'm trying this new recipe. They said this was the best pot roast in the world, so we're gonna try it. So now I'm gonna add in some water. Put in like 4 cups. I'm wondering if I should have put the water in first before I put in the seasonings, because it washed a lot of the seasonings off the meat. Try to get some more on there. Okay, this is full. We're gonna put the lid on this and cook this on low for about 8 to 10 hours. Okay, here it is. Added more water to it
because I just wanted it to be, I wanted those potatoes to get really good and done. So this morning I added a bit more water to it. When I showed you, you can see I haven't even like pulled the meat out to break it up, but it's just like falling apart. Yeah, the potatoes, the carrots, it's all done. Oh, there's my washer. All right, so let's get this in a bowl and let's give it a taste. And there you have it. Folks, those are my hands down favorite roast recipes. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks again to ButcherBox for sponsoring this video. And don't forget to click the link down below. And I will see you in a video again very soon. Bye.